Hello, everyone. Good evening. For some, it may be morning. Good morning. No, I'm gonna lie. So this is the cauliflower I'm gonna be using. I'm gonna wash it off now. This is the cauliflower. I don't know if that light is too bright. So I'm gonna be using a head of cauliflower. This would be kind of like a quick video. And again, for those of you that know, I'm trying to avoid the carbs. So I had a taste for pizza today. So I said, you know what? Let me make me a cauliflower crust. It's really easy. Really easy. You always want to make sure you clean your cauliflower. And I'm going to be using this food processor to, actually grind it up, because that's the only way I know how to do it. I guess you can actually put it in a blender as well if you have a good blender. So how's everyone doing tonight? How's everyone doing? And with the cauliflower, I always cut this piece off. Like I try to get as close as possible to the head of the cauliflower. See? As close as possible. Not too much stem. So, and again, for those of you that's coming in, I have a whole cauliflower. I was wondering if you can do this with the cauliflower in the bag, like the frozen. I wouldn't try the frozen because it's going to be like too wet. So even with this, like once I process it, I'm going to have to actually squeeze the moisture out. Drain the moisture out of the cauliflower, because cauliflower is one of those vegetables that carry water. I got a headache today. I don't know why. That's why I said it's going to be a quick video. And the processor that I'm using is the Ninja processor, but you could use any processor. This is the one I'm using. So, pretty good and fast. Hi, Jay. What's up? That meat that I have in the pan over there, that's just some grind chicken breasts. I'm going to put that, and I'm also going to use turkey pepperoni. Turkey pepperoni. Because again, I do not eat beef or pork. So I'm going to put chicken and turkey pepperoni on my pizza. Oh, I got a headache. And I'm going to show you how the chicken pepperoni look. This is it. I mean, turkey. And in that pan, that's ground turkey. Ground chicken, I'm sorry. And this is the turkey pepperoni. This is probably about $5 or $6 a pack. I'm just cutting up the cauliflower, so bear with me, guys. I'm coming. I just didn't want to put the knife in the front of the camera. So I don't want to put it too full. I guess I do that and then I come back and do a little bit more because all of this is not going to fit in this process. I got a bigger processor, but I didn't feel like going through all of that, pulling out that big processor. Okay, let's see. I hope I didn't put too much in here. You see how I just kind of chop it up? Nice and simple. Wait a minute, it might be too full. Let's put these eggs to the side. And you want to get it as fine as possible. That's why I say if you try this at home, make sure you're able to get it as fine as possible. So I can tell already that this is creating water. But I'm going to squeeze the water out. Not too much water. So you want to get it like really fine. I could put some more in there. Once you process the cauliflower down, let me move this. It's gonna be like really small. Like once you process it with the moisture and all of that, it kind of blend down pretty good. And this processor is a really good one, a Ninja processor. And again, I'm getting close to those stems as possible. I'm getting as close to the stem as possible. So let's kind of blend that down. I'm trying to actually put this whole cauliflower head in here. So I don't have to. I might got too much in there. Let's see. Let's get it all. So I do this and dump this out and then I put this. So let's dump this out in the bowl and then we'll do the other. So this is the first. I'm gonna process a little bit more because this is not gonna be enough. And as you can see, it has moisture. Not too much moisture, but there is moisture in it. So let's put this back in here. And we'll put some more in there. The goal is to do this whole lettuce head. That's my goal. And I'm only cooking because again, I had a taste for pizza. Trying to stay away from the carbs. So I said, you know what? Because a lot of times when you go to the restaurant, they'll tell you it's cauliflower crust. But that crust, if it's not like a really good vegan restaurant, it has some kind of processing. Something in it is processed. It just, because even there's a Blaze pizza here and they have cauliflower crust. And every time I go, I ask them what the pizza is made with. Is there any flour? Even almond flour. They always say no. But you could kind of taste the flour in it. And even in this one, I'm going to use like maybe like a couple teaspoons of lily flour. But me cooking this at home, see, I want to cut that off as much as possible. I know what I'm putting in it. I know exactly what I'm putting in it. Versus going to a restaurant and you really don't know what you're getting. So it's a win-win for me. A win-win for me. I should have used a bigger processor. I just didn't feel like, because it's like really big. I didn't feel like putting it out. And I could have used my blender. You could do this in a blender too. Like my blender, it chops, it blends. It's like one of them good blenders. Hello. Hello to everyone. I'm in Florida, so here it's about 7:13. 7:13. Where are some of you guys from? Anybody from Florida? Anybody from overseas? What time is it there where you are? And the time has changed here, so our time went back last month, which today seems so long now. So we get light quicker and day is shorter. Only good thing about it, we get an hour sleep, but then it feel like we at work longer. So y'all guys scared to talk? Okay, when I do this one, I'll dump this little bit out. I already got my oven like preheating. Because before you actually put the toppings on the crust, you have to put the crust in the oven for a little bit. And of course, I'm going to be using pizza. I'm going to use everything that goes on a pizza. Only difference is just not the traditional pizza crust. I'm making a mess. That's okay. I clean it up. Sometimes when you blending this, it's not the cauliflower can be you can make a mess of it. I'm gonna make enough to fill the whole pan. And actually, really, I'm trying to use the whole I'm trying to use the whole head of the cauliflower. I'm almost done. I have a couple more pieces here. Couple of more pieces. This is what I have left. And I'm going to try to put it all in here. I'm going to try to cut all this stem off. Try to put all this inside the processor so I can get the you guys how I mix it up. How we formulate the cauliflower crust. It's real easy. The only difference, one day I want to try if I can buy like the frozen cauliflower and do it. Because if I can do it with the frozen cauliflower, it'll save me a lot of time. But then this is an organic cauliflower as well, so. And I got this cauliflower from Publix. It's organic, so the frozen in the bag. I don't know if they sell any organic. I got a headache. I'm gonna fix me some tea. And have like a tea for relaxing. Once I finish this, I'm gonna have me a slice of pizza with a nice cup of honey tea. It's lavender, honey, I think some lemon is in it too. Okay, I think that's good. That's too much stem. See that stem? Gotta cut that off. And if you want to blend the stem, there's nothing wrong with that. For one thing, I want to cut it off because I'm using my smaller processor. And then I don't want like all those little gritty pieces. But to be honest, once you cut it up, you won't even notice that the stem is in there. I just always cut as close to the head pieces or close to the actually cauliflower itself, trying to eliminate all of those stems. I did take my shower, so once I finished this, I was gonna go get my hair done today, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna relax. Once I cook this, I'm going to relax and catch up on some movies and go to work tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday. I could do a cartwheel. Okay. Let's try it. Let's do this. Okay, so I think that's pretty good. So we're done chopping up the cauliflower. This cauliflower don't smell so good, just like broccoli. You know, cauliflower have one of those strong smells. This one isn't too bad though, because it's an organic cauliflower, so not too bad. Okay. We'll wash that and I put it back in the box. Just give me a couple of minutes. I'm trying to clean up and go. So now what I'm going to do. So this is what the cauliflower is looking like now. It looked just like a mashed potato or rice. And when you're processing it, that's why I say it's better to use a processor, because you want to get it as gritty as you can. But when you mix the eggs and everything in this, it's going to come together. So now what I'm going to do, you can do this on the stove. You can do this, me, I'm not going to do it on the stove, because I'm just trying to show you something really quick. I'm going to do this in the microwave. Hold on, let's see. We're going to put it in the microwave for about 2 minutes, just to get it soft a little bit. And I didn't want to make it really tight because I do want some air in it. So I'm going to take this and put it in the microwave. We're going to put it on 2 minutes just to soften it up a little bit. So when it go in the oven, did I break my nail? When it goes in the oven, I got my cauliflower just getting a little soft in the microwave. I'm softening it in the microwave. I'm gonna put it in there like 1 more minute. We don't even really have to squeeze this because this doesn't have, this doesn't have any moisture at all. I'm going to put 2 eggs in this. And of course, you know the egg is to keep it together. Let me wash my hands. And then I'm going to put a couple teaspoons of flour. Not much, just a little bit. And I'll be using this, just a little bit, very light flour. This is Lily's flour. A little bit more. Okay. And you don't have to put flour. I'm putting flour. I just put a little bit, and I use that Pacific flour, the Lily's flour. Let me get a bigger spoon. So now what I'm doing is taking that egg that I had, those 2 eggs, and I'm mixing it in here really good. That's what's gonna hold it together. And then we're gonna put a little bit of basil, because remember we want to give it that taste of a pizza crust. I'm gonna use a little bit of Italian seasoning. And you can put as much as this in it as you want. Actually, the more the better. And of course, I'm going to use some Himalayan salt. Because we still want to add a taste to the crust. This is what we're looking like so far. Let's put a little bit more Italian seasoning. Again, this seasoning will give it that pizza crust taste. I'm going to put a little bit more basil. And I'm also going to put some mozzarella cheese. Trying to see if I have any Parmesan cheese. So I'm going to put a little bit of Parmesan. I'm going to add a little bit more Parmesan cheese to it. And again, I love basil and I love Italian seasoning. So if you try this at home, you can make as much as you want to. And this would be one of my toppings I'm going to put in there. So I'm going to put ground chicken breast and turkey Italian sausage. This would be my topping, along with pizza sauce, and then I have some cheese, of course, for the toppings. I'm not sure if I have mozzarella, But if I don't have mozzarella, then I'm going to just use we'll just use a couple pieces of regular cheese. Because I don't have any mozzarella. I thought I bought some, but that's just to give it like a cheesy crust. Mix all of these ingredients around. No cheese in here. Let me see if it's a... I am going to add a little bit more flour. Just a little bit more flour. So I added egg and flour, and again, this is to hold the crust together. You don't have to really add flour or egg, because anyway it goes, it's going to stay together. With those eggs, it's going to stay together. And for those of you that are vegan, you can actually use just eggs. And that is something that you can buy at Publix. It's like a substitute for egg. So this is what we're looking like so far. And I couldn't find my round pan, so I'm going to be using this today. So I'm going to oil this pan. Actually, I'm going to just spray it with some, I cannot believe it's butter. I'm going to spray it. I have to drop that thing. Okay. So this will be the pan I'll be using. Let's get it nice and dry, because I did clean it. And I always do this. Just put a little bit of that on it. Then I'll sprinkle a little bit more. So that's like the bottom of the crust. This what I made. This will be more than enough. We're going to put this in the oven. Because before I could put my toppings on there, this got to cook. And I don't want like a... Hold on, let me get a regular spoon. Because that has holes in it. I made more than enough crust. I don't want it to be too thick. So we're just going to kind of like go around this pan. So versus a circle crust, we'll have somewhat of a circle. I was going to use my round pan, but I don't know what I did with it. I think I packed it away. It's in here somewhere. Oh, that one didn't process all the way. Which is fine. It'll happen. And then I'm kind of rushing too, so. And you don't want to leave any spaces. Usually I would squeeze the water out of this. This didn't carry too much water. You want to make it even. And then as you seen, I put the cheese inside the crust. And then before putting it in the oven, I put a little bit more cheese probably in it. I want to get the sides. And you don't necessarily have to use, you don't have to use pizza crust. You can use, I mean, not pizza crust, I'm sorry. You don't have to use pizza sauce. I've did it before where I used Alfredo sauce, barbecue sauce. But yeah, I be making just a traditional pizza crust. And do it nice and neat. Because when you put it in there, this is just how it's going to bake. Just like this. And flatten it out. Okay, so I'm going to put this now in the oven. But before I do that, let's put a little bit more, just a little bit of cheese. Not too much. So we can have like a cheesy crust. I also mix the cheese in the inside. Just a little bit. So let's put this in the oven. So this is what I have so far. And we're going to put this in the oven. So this is what we're looking like. Let it cook for a couple of minutes. It's not going to take long. So while that is cooking, I'm going to actually... Hold on. I need to plug this thing up before it dies. Okay. So while that's cooking, this is my meat. Some pieces came out a little. But that's fine, because I have this. Cool. So once that come out of the oven, once the crust cooked, I'm going to top it with everything I have. And then I'm going to put it back in the oven. I'm going to put the pizza sauce. I'm going to put the chicken, the ground chicken, and the pepperoni turkey. Wait, somebody. I feel like my son, I'm going to get him. He already opened it. These are so good. You can just buy these and eat them on crackers. And what I'm going to do with this chicken, because it kind of got a little bit hard, I'm going to put some butter in this to kind of loosen it up a little bit. On this chicken, let's put a little bit of butter. I cooked the chicken a little bit too hard, but that's okay. Because when it's mixed with the sauce and all and everything, that's why I put this butter in here. Just to give it like a little sauce a little bit. I wanted it to be kind of, and chicken breast, anytime you buy like ground chicken breast, it cooks like that. So we'll do that to loosen that up a little bit. Oh, it's breakfast time for you? Tell me your name ever right. Kim. Kim is my name. What is your name? Tell me your name. This is what I had left. I don't know. I think I'm going to just... I don't know if I'm going to throw it in the garbage or... I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Let me start cleaning up while that's cooking. I don't know how I can clean it. I don't want to put the water. Cut this oven on a little higher. That's much better. It's seasoning good. This is my top. That's one of my toppings for my pizza. I'm just cleaning this processor. What's up, y'all? So quiet. I ain't have many people tonight. I guess a lot of people don't like cauliflower crust. I just said, you know what? I'm trying to get my hours up. So I said, let me go on here and show them how you make the crust. I didn't want the chicken to kind of like dry all the way out. So that's why I'm just kind of, I put like some butter in it. Let me put a little bit seasoning on it. Because I just put, I put this. do with this other piece of crust. I don't know. I think I'm gonna throw it in the garbage because this is what I have left. For those of you that may just coming in, this is what it looked like. I have it in the oven, but this is what I had left. And this was one head of cauliflower. This was one head. This is mixed with Italian seasoning, basil, salt, a little bit of pepper. I put a little cheese in it, Parmesan cheese. And now I'm gonna clean up and put all my stuff, this stuff up while the crust is finished. I'm trying to stay on here so you guys can see how the crust turns out. And I use the Ninja processor. So this thing, you have to be careful with this because this blade is very sharp. This is what I use to chop the cauliflower up. So I'm just about to put everything back in the box. I cleaned it. Now I'm gonna put everything up. That's my oven. I cut it up higher. So it's just letting me know that it's at the degrees that I set it for. That's what that noise is. Put all this stuff in properly. I don't want to break it. I forgot to put this in there. This thing is sharp. That's why I'm careful because it will cut you. Just want to make sure it's dry before I put all the pieces back in here. Voila. There we have it. Garbage. So this is the next ingredient I'm going to use. This, my meat in the oven, and this. I'm hungry. Hungry hippo. Oh boy. Tomorrow is Friday. This was a short week. Short but felt long. I think I'm gonna throw the rest of this. Uh-oh. Look what I did. Clumsy me. Clumsy me. Oh shoot. It's time for me to go to sleep. Because I'm making all kind of careless mistakes now. Dang. How did I do that? Wiping this off the bag. Let me clean this bowl. I'm not going to keep this because if I freeze it, it's going to have too much moisture. It doesn't make no sense to keep it. I'm going to just dump it. It was just a little bit. Let's see how the crust is looking now. I need a mixer. It's not quite finished yet. It's getting there. It doesn't take long to finish. This is what we're looking like so far. So it's not done. Still a little bit more. But this is what we're looking like. So I'm going to let it cook a little bit longer. But you want to make sure that crust is nice and... You want to make sure that crust is nice and... I'm making cauliflower crust. I had a taste for pizza. And I'm trying to stay away from like so much bread and So I decided to make my own. Because a lot of times, like what I was explaining earlier, probably before you came in, a lot of times when you go to the restaurants and you get cauliflower crust, it's not 100% organic. You know what I'm saying? So if I make it here in my house, I know what I'm putting in it. And I've made it before, so it's easy, but it's a little time consuming, but it's easy. If I'm away, I'm just cleaning up my sink, cleaning out my sink. So I'm here. I'm here. Wiping everything down. So once I finish cooking, I could go to my bed. Getting off the subject, I bought this other day from Walmart, and it smells so good. I cleaned my sink with it. I mean, it smells really good. Like, for those of you that's into the holidays, it's a nice smell, like a pine smell. So I clean my sink with it and my countertop, and it smells good. And I put a little bit in my mop water as well. But it's a nice smell. Nice and clean smell. Because that's what I'm over here now doing, is cleaning my sink. I'm going to take this because it's done. And I'm going to put it in a plate. So that way, when I start putting everything on, I can clean this. Let me put this in a plate. I kind of cooked this a little too hard. This not going to be a big plate. Let's get a big plate. I cooked it a little bit too hard, but that's okay because it's going to soften. Like once you put it with all of the... This is one of my toppings, and this is turkey breast. Anytime you buy turkey breast, ground turkey breast, not turkey, I keep saying turkey, I'm sorry, chicken breast, it comes out like when you cook it. And I kind of like fried it a little bit because I didn't want it too soft. And then I'm going to incorporate it with this. So this is my toppings. Cheese. And I probably shouldn't be eating this so late because for some reason now when I eat like tomatoes and things that have how you say it? I just say things that create acid. I have acid reflux at night. So hopefully it doesn't give me acid reflux. So this is the complete ingredients. And I may put, and I'm probably put a little bit more. So I'm gonna clean this. That's why I wanted it. And I wanted to kind of like clean my stove too. So clean the stove. It's still kind of hot, but I like to clean it when it's warm. So that way, And I clean my stove. Let me put a top. Let me put another. Because it's open. I don't like when food is open. Put that on top of there till we finish. This is what I clean my stove and refrigerator, microwave, and all that good stuff with. It's almost there, guys. When I wash this pot, then I come back and we'll start putting the toppings on. Let's see how it's looking now. Let's move this out the way. This here, this here. Ah, I don't know what made me touch that with my hand. So that's how it looked, and as you can see, it'll lift right up. I don't know if I want to let it cook a little bit longer, but that's the results of how it looked. I may let it stay in there about. This is how we're looking. Let's let it stay in there 5 more minutes. Make sure the egg and all of that is cooked. I just took the piece out, but I'm gonna let it stand there about 5 more minutes. I need to take I'm getting ready to take the crust out. I just wanted it to cook. I just want to make sure that it's done because anytime you mix egg in something, you want to make sure that it's, you know what I'm saying, it's clean. So I done cleaned my kitchen. I done did everything. I'm just now waiting. What is this called? I keep hearing somebody upstairs in my house. I don't know if my son is up there or that's just the. I don't know what it is, but sound like I hear somebody up there. It's kind of creepy. I'm gonna get ready to take the crust out now. I had to do something right quick, and hold on, I had to do something, and I'm gonna show you guys how how I put everything together. I got a headache. I need to probably go get some rest. So I'm gonna take the crust out now. This is what the crust is looking like, fresh out. And I had to use this pan because I couldn't find my round pan, but this is fine. So this is my crust. I'm getting ready to put all the ingredients on there, and then we'll put it back in there for about, we'll put it back in there for probably about maybe 10-15 minutes. And again, this is the cauliflower crust. I just took it out the oven. This is your cauliflower crust, people. So I'm just putting all my ingredients on here. Everything that I want to put on here. I don't want to overflow. Because I don't want it to leak over in my oven. Which I probably put a piece of foil paper and put this on top of the foil paper just in case anything bubbles over. I'm not going to overdo it though. And I added a little bit of flour if you're coming in, but not much. This is actually basically 100% cauliflower. It's a healthier way to eat pizza, where you don't have to worry about all of the calories. And of course, anytime you buy tomato sauce, um, tomatoes. You know, it's low in carbs and low in calories. So you don't have to worry about getting all those extra calories if you're somebody like me that's trying to watch what you eat. So again, I don't want to overdo it. But I want to make sure it's enough sauce on here where you can taste the sauce. You know what I'm saying? So let's see. Okay. I think that's enough. What you guys think? That's enough, right? Okay. Put some of this Kona right here. I don't want to overdo it. I think that's good right there. It's still smoking hot. See that smoke coming from it? I'm getting ready to put it right back in there. You gotta put it in there so that cheese can melt. But you know what I want to do before I put it in there? Because again, due to the fact that we use cauliflower to make this crust, I'm going to add a little bit more basil and Italian seasoning. Just to make sure we have that piece of taste. So we'll just put it a little bit more right on there. And there's no sodium in this. It's no, I mean, it's just 0 calories. So the 2 seasonings that I use, Italian and basil. So now what we'll do is go ahead and put our cheese on there. We're going to cover this whole thing with cheese. I got another pack of this cheese because I also put cheese in the crust too. I put some cheese in that crust. And again, this is basically 100% cauliflower. I use probably about 2-3 teaspoons. I'm guessing. I didn't measure, but just in my head. I use 2 to 3 teaspoons of regular light flour. And that's just to hold it together. And I also use egg. But if you are a vegan and you want to make this, Publix have something. And some of the, like Trader Joe's, Whole Food, something that's called just eggs. It works just like eggs. I'm probably going to have to open up the cheese. Because I do want this to be. Let's go ahead and dump this whole thing in there. I got another cheese. And what I'm using is sharp cheese. I like sharp cheese. You don't have to use sharp cheese. But that's what I'm using. And you don't even have to use tomato paste. You can use you could use Alfredo. I did it with Alfredo. Some people use barbecue sauce. And then they put the chicken on the top of it. So you can use whatever you want to use. And this is what I'm using. I like sharp cheese. Period. Period. I'm making pizza 8 o'clock at night. I don't know, I just had a taste for some pizza. And I was like, man, I don't want to eat the bread. So I said, you know what? You can make you a cauliflower pizza. I just want to make sure that's covered so when everything melts together, it's nice and pretty. And I'd be the only one to eat this in my house because if you talk health in this house, some things they run away from. They like the real deal. I like the real deal too, but I'm trying to do better. Health is wealth. I'm trying to just make sure that I just take care of myself where I'm, you know, as you get older, you have to change some things. You can't be eating all that bread and all that partying and all that stuff because that stuff, it'll catch up with you. And for the most of it, I'm pretty healthy. So I want to keep it that way, you know. So, and then I'm going to put a little bit more of this in it. Just a little bit on top. So now what we're going to do, this chicken that I have, that I told you I cooked, well, I don't know if you was in here, but this is like chicken breast pieces. So I'm going to put some chicken breast pieces that I cooked on top of here. I kind of like fried them down. It don't have to be perfect. You put it in your stomach, yeah, everything gonna be ate, right? And I don't eat beef or pork, so that's why you'll see I cook with a lot of chicken, turkey, or fish. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with it. I just don't eat it. Pork, I don't like the texture of the meat. And beef, I guess both. I just don't like the texture of it. But my family eat it. You know, my husband, he'll tear some pork up. And my sons and my daughter eat it, so. So this is going to be like a loaded pizza, I guess. Okay, so we got that topping. So, now I'm going to put a couple of the turkey pepperonis. Just put a couple on here. These are turkey pepperonis. Turkey pepperonis, and they're about $5 to $6 in most stores. For those of you that don't want to do the beef or the pork, and you could actually eat them just like that out the pack. Sometimes I get them for my little snack. I put a couple on here because you want to make sure everything is even. Do we need to put another one somewhere? Let's do right here in this space. No, let's do here. And then let's do there. And then, just to top it off, and there you have it, folks. And then, top of that, of course, we gotta add our little basil and Italian seasoning. Oh, that's still hot. That's still hot, hot, hot. I got to use my little mitten. So this is what we're looking like so far. And I'm going to place it back in the oven for about 10, 15 minutes. That's how I'm going to put the top over it. I hope it don't run over. Hopefully it don't. Let's let that cook. I'll finish cleaning up. But you know what? I want to put the rest of these little pieces on here. Let me see something. I might as well put the rest of the chicken pieces on here. See? Because I just have a little bit. didn't want to throw it away. This going in the oven, so because the cheese got to melt. That's in the oven. I'll let it sit for about 10 minutes, and after that, I'll show you the results. And good night to me and to you. I'm gonna make me some tea. Hi. Thank you. Thank you so much. Or pizza sauce. Yeah, I use pizza sauce. That and actually the crust was cauliflower. You got to go back and watch the video how I made. I mean, the video is not perfect, you know. I just want to show you guys like the natural. I don't want to be fixing everything up so pretty and all that, because I don't have to. My life is too busy for me to do all that. And but this is what I used. I use pizza sauce. And of course you can use any sauce you want to. It don't necessarily have to be pizza. I just had a taste for a slice of pizza, but I wanted to avoid the carbs, and especially so late. I wanted to do it kind of like healthy a little bit, because when you eat pizza, the most unhealthy part is the bread, right? And if you eat it in moderations, it's okay. But I'm on a journey of trying to lose weight, so I tried to just make something that's healthy. And I wanted to share that with you guys and with YouTube, because a lot of times you can't eat anything you want, but just in a healthier way. There are other options. And now they're also selling cauliflower crust in the store. But when you read the ingredients, everything is not natural there. So that's why I decided to do it in my house. So that way I know what I'm putting in it, and I know exactly what I'm getting. And you can even buy it out the stores or the restaurants every now and then. But sometimes, you know, like for me, I just want to get to a certain point with my weight and health and stuff like that. And then, now I will eat a pizza, but for right now, I'm just trying to stay away from those things that's not healthy for me. And we can't avoid everything, but the things that we can avoid, why not? So, but thank you. Yes, and it's hard, and I'm getting older, so I'm like, you know what? I don't have any health issues right now, and I want to keep it like that, because whatever you do now, like in your younger, I mean, I'm not old, but I'm getting older, but whatever you do in your younger days, that stuff show up when you're older, and it's just so much preservatives and the way they fixing food, everything is a rush. So sometimes when I have time, I do my own stuff. And see, like me, that pizza that I just made, I'll probably be the only one to eat it. So that'll last me probably like, you know, a couple of days. I'll take some for lunch tomorrow. And then, you know, probably eat some tonight. I'll probably eat like one slice tonight, because this tomato paste, I don't want to have acid reflux. So, but that's basically it. And it's kind of fun, and trying new recipes and stuff. You'll be surprised of what you can do in your house yourself, you know, because when I go to vegan restaurants and I eat healthy, it's expensive. Of course, anything that's good for you is always, it's going to be a lot of money. Anything that's good is going to be way more than what it should be, actually. Okay, that cheese is melted. I just want to show you guys the end result. And once I pull it out, then I'm going to say good night to you lovely people. Yeah. You got to share with me some of the recipes that you also miss. Tanya, I can't see that. I don't have my glasses on. But you got to share some things with me, too, because I'll try it. And it's something you guys want me to make and try, I'll try it. I don't know if it's going to come out the best. But I'll get right on YouTube and make it, and we can make the mistake together. I like to cook. I don't have as much as time in my day to cook like I want to cook, but I do like to cook. And a lot of times I got a lot of videos that I've made. I just have to kind of upload them and filter them out. I had someone calling in. Sorry about that. I have to call her later. That was my husband's cousin. So I'll call her back. I just don't feel like talking right now. And if I talk to her, I'm never going to go to sleep. Because she's going to talk all night. I'm going to sweep by that. I want you guys to see when it come out, how it come out. And it don't have to be perfect. And everything I put on that pizza, you don't have to put on it. You can fix that however you want to fix it. It's your taste buds. It's your pizza. Sometimes when you do experiments, you find something beautiful in that. You find something that you like. You find ways to eat. But I think any food, you can eat it. That's like I like crabs. But a lot of times the butter is just too much. So sometimes what I'll do, if I go to a restaurant, I tell them to put the butter on the side. Or I'll make it here, myself. But every now and then, like I went to the crab place the other day. And when I went, I had them. I just told them to bring me the crabs. But I don't do that every day. That's just every now and then. Because you can't eat like that every day. I know some people eat all that grease and butter and they eat that stuff like that every day and it's not good for you. I think we just have to pay attention to more our health, and that's really why I want to do videos on YouTube, because like a lot of times I make things that's good, but it's in a healthy way. And I think a lot of people need to I think if a lot of people knew how easy it was, they'll do it. Some people think that it's, things are hard, and it's not. Okay. It's still cooking. I'm going to let it stand a little bit longer, but this is how we're looking so far. So, I'm going to let it stand there a little bit longer because I want, the cheese to cook a little bit longer. And then we'll take it out. Because I mix egg in that. So, the reason why I like the cauliflower crust to cook, and I like for it to brown on the top, because I want to make sure that egg is completely done. I'm not the biggest egg fan, but sometimes when I'm cooking cakes or I'm making certain things, I will include egg. And some things you need eggs to hold it together. So I just like to make sure that egg is completely cooked. And if you like raw eggs or you don't mind, there's nothing wrong with it. I just, I'm cooking that for the way I like to eat. So I like to tell people that, because sometimes if a person tries something, they'll try to do it exactly like you do it. You don't have to. You can tweak it. You don't have to fix it exactly how I fix it. I'm going to make me some tea. I have this tea here. I was going to do my other. I don't know if I'm going to do this one. And then I have another little tea that you can relax. I love tea. I got so much tea. This one right here is good too. Oh, you made zucchini? I make zucchini. Zucchini spaghetti. It's delicious. Yeah, I do that too. But I don't. Well, I did the zucchini, but I get also the spaghetti squash. I use that. We only try fish 4 times a year. Other than that, we don't fry foods. No, I don't fry foods either. And every now and then I will try, because I eat a lot of fish. So every now and then I may have fried fish. And it got to be certain fish, like catfish or red snapper. I don't like all that. Or either, fry it. But other than that, I'll bake it and put it in the air fryer. This is the tea bags to this sleepy tea. It's this kind of bag. So every now and then. Oh, okay. That's what you're doing. Okay, and my dad is vegan. Okay, I got you. That's what I think I'm aiming to be, pescatarian, because I don't eat beef or pork, and I'm trying to wing myself away from chicken too. That's the last thing. Once I wing myself from chicken, that'll be it. I'm doing it. It took me probably, I haven't ate pork since I was like 16 years old. And it took me, and beef, I've been away from beef like over 10 years. So, but even when I would eat beef, I wasn't like, I didn't eat all beef. I would eat like lamb, every now and then. And I would eat, sometime I would have a steak, a T-bone steak, but that was every now and then. But lamb was my choice of meat when I ate beef, and I would like the expensive lamb, like the T-bone, like the lamb with the rack of lamb. I wouldn't just like any lamb. You had to give me the rack of lamb, and that is expensive. The one I used to buy, it was quite expensive, and then my kids they used to like it. So anytime I bought me some, I had to also buy enough for the kids. But now I don't mess with anything at all. No beef. I don't want it. And really the texture of pork, I never liked it. That's why I never was a pork eater. Never liked the texture of pork. Same thing. It's almost pork is almost like liver to me. It's just like, and liver, if you give me that, I probably just faint. I cannot eat that. I know some people in my family, they eat it. I can't. I won't, and I can't. I'm gonna make me some tea. While that piece is cooking, I'm gonna share with you guys me making my tea. Leave that right there. This is a quick way to make tea. I'm gonna make me a cup of tea. And I'm gonna put it in my favorite teacup. This is my favorite coffee cup, actually. And then in the inside, when you finish your coffee, look what it say. For with God, nothing shall be impossible. Luke 1:37. But look what the front say. Let me see what you say here. I love fish. I don't eat shellfish. Oh, okay, yeah. Because the shellfish is really like a pork, to be honest with you, because it's the bottom. Shape many more. I eat more salmon and tuna. Okay. Yeah, I love salmon. And I like also yellowtail and red snapper. Those are, and I like kingfish too. I eat smoked turkey. Okay, you eat turkey twice a year and some greens or pinto beans. Okay, that sounds good. Yeah, when I make my greens, I put turkey too. And I like pinto beans as well. But I've never tried it in pinto beans. I'm going to try it. Usually if I eat pinto beans, I just put like a little bit of pepper and maybe complete season or something like that in it. But I got to try that, what you just said. Because that actually may be a go. I'm going to put a little bit of this in my tea. I'll just put a little bit. Because I cannot drink, I'm not going to lie. I can't drink bitter tea or coffee, black coffee. I tried it. And if I got to drink it black, I don't want it. If I got to drink something without sugar or something, I just, nah. Because it don't taste good. And that's the thing why sometimes people don't want to eat healthy because they don't know, you know, pleasing ways to make things. That's why I like to share some of the things that I do. Because a lot of times people don't know, you know, but you could take anything. You could take anything and make it healthy. Most things, I ain't gonna say anything. Most things, for some things, it's just like, okay, that's it. I like codfish from the pigeon. The codfish is just dry to me. Maybe I don't know how to cook it. I've tried it different ways. Like, if other people cook it, I like it. But if I bring it home and cook it myself, I cannot eat it. I was reading this on the back of this tea bag. In all things of nature, there is something of the marvelous. That's nice. Y'all probably can't see that. I got food in my nail. That's that cheese. I'm gonna have to really wash my hands. What? About what? What? Yeah. What is about? I mean, you came in here, you telling me that you scared me. Let me see. Pretty teapot. Thank you. It's easy too. Because I used to like put it in the microwave. I stopped doing that. So I just, and this warm up like in minutes. And because I got this big cup, I like to use this big tea. I like to use two, we'll let that just sit. I like to use, I'm going to take that piece out now. I like to use 2 tea bags. Sometimes I even use 3. I smell it, so I think it's done. Hope I ain't let it cook too long. So this is it. This is how it came out. And I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of crushed peppers on it. Just to give it like a little. I like the crushed peppers from Costco. I like all crushed peppers, but this is the one I always buy from Costco's. So I just put a little bit of. I like spicy stuff. Spicy food is my thing. So I put a little bit of crushed peppers and maybe a bit more Parmesan. Just a little bit. And there you have it. It's done. I've been on this live almost 2 hours. I didn't realize it took that long to cook. If I wasn't on live, I could have cooked this sooner than this. But because I was talking and all that stuff, and then I didn't have everything prepared. But this is a up close. Thank you. This is up close. Thank you so much. You got to come back and we got to talk. It was a pleasure talking to you. You're very, I get the sense that you're a very warming person. And we could kind of feed off each other with, like, as far as videos. And I don't know if you have a page, but if you do, I'm going to go and look and see if you do. I'm going to subscribe to your page as well. Because, you know, you get knowledge from anybody. And I'm just really kind of like doing this for fun. But if I can make something out of it, then why not? But other than that, just doing it for fun. But I'm going to say, everyone have a wonderful night. For those of you that come back and watch the video. And Miss Lady, Miss, and Dana J. You have a beautiful night, love. And hopefully we'll catch each other again. I'm going to go click on your comment. I'm going to see if you have a page. And if so, then I'll follow you. But I do have a page. Thank you. Okay. So as soon as I get off this live, I'll go and subscribe to your page as well. Thank you so much for all the warm comments. People like you don't mind coming in my comments. But until next time, I gotta go and I'm gonna clean up a little bit. I gotta finish everything. I just gotta mop across my floor and finish wiping my cabinets. And I'm going to drink my tea. I probably have a small slice of this because I don't like to eat too late. And then I will come back probably tomorrow. If not tomorrow, definitely Saturday. Maybe I'll show you guys how to make a salad. Enjoy. Have a peaceful night. You too, love. See you guys later. And for those of you that watched or come back and watch, thank you so much. Have a good night.